Alright, I am back solo this time, I think. We got another Christmas cookie recipe for you here. Today, we are making Christmas-themed M&M cookies. What makes them Christmas-themed? Well, they're green and red M&Ms. Other than that, we're just making M&M cookies, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. We've got some flour here. What do I got? 2 1/4 cups of flour, single batch this time. I'm not making a double. And we have a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of baking soda, same as all our other cookie recipes. We're going to mix the dry ingredients together here and set this aside while we get the rest of our stuff mixed together. Okay, we've got our mixing bowl. We need 3/4 of a cup of butter, and I'm using actual real butter for this, not butter flavored shortening. I've had this out on the counter most of the afternoon, so it is soft. Okay. And to that, we're going to add 1 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And we are going to start mixing that. Stir it on low, get those incorporated nice. Listen to them crack. Okay, we got our butter and sugar there. We're going to blend in 2 eggs. And a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to let that stuff mix up for a second. Okay, that's looking nice and smooth. So now we are going to start mixing in our dry ingredients here. Let's see if I can get a little butter on the side there. Okay. Ooh, turn it down here. There we go. Okay, we'll let that mix up good. Get my M&Ms out. Let's see if I get a cease and desist letter from M&Ms for saying M&Ms. Alright, that's looking good. Go ahead and get our mixer cleaned off. Okay. Now I'm going to get a wooden spoon out to stir this a little easier. There's a little flour that didn't get quite incorporated, so we'll scrape this stuff down. Put a little mix in. Alright, and now blend in our M&Ms. I'm gonna say you want, I don't know, a cup. Start with that much. Stir it gently. Don't use the mixer for this. So you'll crack all your M&Ms, and then you'll just have chocolate cookies with candy shell pieces in it. We need to few more than that. You're gonna end up using most of the package. Don't put them all in. That looks pretty good. Okay, we've got our oven preheating to 350 degrees, and we're gonna grab our cookie sheets. A few crumbs from the last batch of cookies, but that's okay. Get our scooper. It takes longer to measure out all the ingredients and get everything prepped for this than it does to actually mix them up and make them. Cookies are not as hard as you would think. Okay, now, before we throw these in the oven, I'm going to move them around just a little bit. We're going to take, let's see, this bowl had dry ingredients. Put our extra M&Ms in a bowl here. We're just going to take a few and stick them on top just to make them look a little prettier. Two or three on each one. It's plenty. Okay, we'll go put these in the oven. 350 degrees, 10 to 11 minutes. We'll start with 10 minutes. All right, here goes our timer right there. Let's take a look at our cookies. Oh yeah, nice and pretty. They're not quite done. They're still pretty pale. We need them to get just a little bit more done. Definitely soft yet. So we'll give them another minute, minute and a half. Check them again. All right, our second timer's going off here. We'll take a second look. Yeah, they're better. I'm still not convinced they're quite done. Oop, I messed that one up. I'm going to give them another minute. Alright, let's go ahead and check these one last time, hopefully. Oh yeah, now we're starting to get a little bit of that color to them that I like. Just a little bit of a firmer crust to them. This batch is done. We'll let them start to cool down here. And throw in round number 2. Alright, our first batch of cookies is cooled down here, and we're going to go ahead and scoop these ones off of our cookie sheet so we can get the last of our dough ready to bake. So we used butter in this recipe rather than the Crisco, and you'll notice that our cookies are a lot flatter. The butter has a lower melting point than the shortening does, and so it spreads out a little bit more as we bake them. That's the goal here. So there you have it. There are our M&M cookies, and you can see the M&Ms that we put on the top kind of, they aren't dirty and they shine through, so it makes them a little bit prettier, more presentable. This one here got a little damaged, so we're going to go ahead and taste test this one. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed these Christmas cookie baking videos. We'll be back with some more recipes, some sort or another. Maybe more cookies, maybe other things. I don't know, but we'll make them. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Make sure you're giving that video a thumbs up. Go check out some of our past recipes. And we'll see you next time here on Baking Bakers. Have a great night. Merry Christmas.